Welcome to Warrior Wisdom Wednesday on Coffee with Alain. I hope you're doing well. I'm here with an Isun Shin mug talking about warrior wisdom. I want to talk a little bit about training to become the very best martial artist you can be, and then how that crosses over into training to be the very best, whatever you choose that you can be. I was thinking about this because too often martial artists and too often people in a lot of different areas compare themselves to others. And it's always related to what they can do. And then you start feeling either superior or not as good because of how you compare to other people doing something. Whether that's a job, whether that's school, and especially I see it in the martial arts. And the key for lifelong learning and training is to train to become the very best martial artist you can be, not compared to someone else. Each and every one of us will have different physical attributes. We're born with them. It's in your genes. Some people are born with exceptional physical capabilities. They go on to be Olympic athletes and professional athletes and do amazing physical feats. Not everyone can do those. However, everyone can train to be the very best that they can be. And often, looking at a martial art class, you see somebody putting in 100% effort at every class, doing the best they can be. And then you look at somebody that's only putting in half the effort because they can naturally get by with their athletic ability and their technical skills and maybe their speed and strength surpass the person that's giving 100% just because of natural ability. But when it comes down to it, that person giving 100% is a more worthy martial artist because they're doing everything they absolutely can to be the best they can be. And the person with the natural attributes and strength and speed, they're just winging it and they're getting by on that, and they're not putting in the same effort and training as maybe that other person is. So they're not living up to their potential. They're cheating themselves, and they may not be as worthy of recognition and rank and such as that person that's giving 100%. Because martial arts can be available to anyone and everyone. They can help anyone and everyone. You can develop that warrior's edge and live a better life. And part of it is giving it your all and being the best that you can be, not compared to other people. And this then expands outward into all different areas of life. And that's why I say living with the warrior's edge is a powerful way to live, because it helps you in every area, because you bring those tenets, the integrity, the honor, the doing your best to other areas, whether that's your job, your schoolwork, your relationships, wherever. It ripples like the little stone tossed into the pond, and it ripples and goes really far. Martial art training does the same thing. It ripples throughout your life, and that's what the warrior's edge is. And it really comes down to being the best that you can be, not compared to other people, but being better than you were yesterday. And that's not just in the physical skills. Yes, we want to train physical skills, but they're going to diminish when you get injuries, when you get older and so forth. That's natural. But we want to develop the mind. We can keep developing the mind and learn the philosophy and how that applies. Okay, so we can take different parts of the martial arts and keep improving ourselves to be the best we can be at whatever stage in life we're at. Because I'll tell you, when you're 60 years old, you're not doing what you were when you were 20 and 30. I'll tell you that from experience, and I've been there, done that. I cannot do the same things now that I could do when I was 20s and 30s. The surgeries, the age, and different things, it catches up to you. But I can be the best that I can be. And then I can be the best teacher and help others. That's why I share these Warrior Wisdom Wednesdays. That's why I write the blog and the newsletter and create the courses, to share that with others. Because that helps me be the best that I can be, because the teaching is part of being the best that I can be. I hope that makes some sense. I'm going to stop now, say hello to a couple people, then get off here. I'm going to take the wife in. She has some procedures today that we're hoping will be all good, and give her a clear bill of health, and hopes all that cancer stuff is completely gone and not back. So let's say good morning to Leon. Thank you for saying good morning. Appreciate you being here and saying hello. Good morning, Thad. Appreciate you saying good morning and being here. Good morning, Dixon. Dixon said the art portion is as much, if not more important, as the martial part of being a martial artist. I agree with that 100%, Dixon. And that's why I spend a lot of time talking about that, writing about that, teaching that. If all you want is to know how to fight, great. You can learn self-defense skills, and you can learn fighting skills. You can be a great fighter. You can be able to defend yourself. That doesn't make you a martial artist. To be a martial artist, it's a whole lot more. And it is the art portions. It's the philosophy portions. It's the culture portions. It's the internal stuff. That's all part of a martial artist. And that's what helps develop the warrior's edge that permeates into the rest of a person's life and lets you live more powerfully and more successfully by embracing that. Thank you all for being here and commenting. Thank you, those that watch a replay. Thank you listening to the podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple, website, wherever. Always remember, you can find all episodes at enjoylifesafely.com. There's also some free downloads there. There are blog posts there. There are courses there. There's more coming. So be sure to check out that website. Get on the newsletter list. That goes out every weekend. Articles on safety, self-defense, living with the warrior's edge, martial arts, being exceptional. Get all of that in the free newsletter at enjoylifesafely.com. Make it a wisdom-filled Wednesday. Train to be your very best in whatever you're training at. And I'll be back to see you tomorrow.